I'm going to be debunking more Dragon Ball misconceptions about cosmology and feats this time. For starters, the Demon Realm is not a separate dimension, nor a separate time-space. It's directly stated to be located inside the mortal universe by both the Daizenshu and Toriyama. As for its size, it's stated by Toriyama that it's extremely small, only as big as a hideout. Similarly, the afterlife is all a single time-space continuum. Hell, King Yama's realm, and the Kaiō realm are not different dimensions. The term realm here is used as a word and not as a dimension. Hence, a person can easily walk 1,000,000 kilometers to King Kai's planet from King Yama's place, and vice versa, and hence they can easily just jump down straight to Hell or be driven there by a car. Beerus's planet is located somewhere in the universe, considering the fact that in the Moro arc, Goku is unable to teleport to Moro due to him being unable to sense his ki from that far away, despite the fact that Moro is somewhere in the universe, much like Goku. This suggests that Goku's teleportation range is not even universal, it's more so multi-galactic, and yet he is able to teleport to Beerus's planet. Similarly, the afterlife is physically located very close to the universe. In Z, Goku is unable to teleport to planet Namek due to how far away it is. To solve this problem, he teleports to King Kai's planet, and from there he teleports to planet Namek due to Namek being closer to King Kai's planet than it is from Earth. What this tells us is that the distance between Earth and King Kai's planet is smaller than the distance between Earth and Namek, which confirms two things. The distance between the two worlds is less than universe size, considering the fact that two spots in the same universe are further away from Earth and King Kai's planet. The second thing this confirms is that Hell is smaller than the universe, as Hell is located above the mortal universe but below the King Kai planet. The same thing is confirmed again in Super, where Whis needs over 26 minutes to travel from Beerus's planet to King Kai's planet, yet only needs over 3 minutes to reach Earth from King Kai's planet. This is later also confirmed again in Resurrection of F, when Earth is stated to be 30 minutes away from Beerus's planet. This means the distance between 2 points in the same universe, those being Beerus's planet and Earth, is at least 10 times bigger than the distance between Earth and King Kai's planet. And with this in mind, we can also confirm that Hell is over 10 times smaller than the living universe. The Dead Zone dimension was not created by Garlic Jr., as Kuyama has directly stated. What Garlic Jr. created was confirmed to be merely a black hole that leads to the dimension, acting as some sort of a wormhole. The Dead Zone as in the dimension is not the same as the Dead Zone as in the black hole Garlic Jr. created. While they share the same name, the movie and the description of the movie make it very clear that they are different things, which is quite obvious if you've thought about it for more than 2 seconds, considering the fact that the Dead Zone has existed long before the final fight in which Garlic Jr. created the black hole. In the Broly movie, Gogeta and Broly's attacks are never stated to be too much for the boundaries of the universe to handle, nor is it said that they shattered reality, and nor is it said that the dimension they entered got destroyed by the end of it. The screenshots that people use are not from the novel, they are from randoms on Quora and Facebook giving their interpretation of the novel and quoting each other as if they are official sources. Anyone with more than 5 brain cells can already tell this just by looking at the sentences and how they are structured, but I guess since we talk about Dragon Ball debaters, naturally they are stupid enough to misinterpret this and think that the statements are directly from the novel. Anyway, the actual novel never states any of those things. It does not say that the boundaries of the universe can't handle the power, it says that the dimensional boundaries couldn't, and we know that in Dragon Ball there are dimensional boundaries in Earth's sky that can be opened to enter other dimensions, so it can refer to those boundaries as opposed to the boundaries of the whole universe. We know reality was not shattered as everything was fine and even Earth was not destroyed. The novel also never states that the dimension they were in crumbled, it says that the light of the dimension is going away and the scenery of Earth is coming back, referring to how they moved worlds again. We also have no reason to believe that they destroyed the dimension, as the visual effect of the screen shattering that people appeal to does not represent the dimension being destroyed. The same visual effect was used on Earth, and we know that the universe and Earth were not destroyed. So essentially the only feat that Broly and Gogeta performed was to move between worlds. Statements like Frieza, Imperfect Cell, Broly and Boo being able to destroy the universe refers to overtime destruction, not one-shot destruction. We can tell that much as Super Perfect Cell needed charging to reach solar system levels of destructive power, and Broly and Boo were outright shown and stated to be causing overtime destruction. Even Kuyama once said that Broly can destroy universes or even galaxies in one shot. And since we don't know how much time these characters will need to do so, we can determine their level of power. Well, there is the argument that Broly must still be multi-galaxy level to destroy the universe over time, as his lifespan should be no more than several dozen years. This assumption fails when you consider the fact that Broly moves at massively faster than light speeds, and anything moving at light speed no longer experiences the effects of time, meaning that they won't age. official sources has directly applied that logic to Dragon Ball before. So essentially Broly has an unlimited amount of time as long as he's on the move. Broly also has a spaceship that can move at massively faster than light speeds while he is sleeping in it, and that way he also won't age. Zeno did not destroy the time-space of the future Universe 7, as Goku and Trunks managed to go back there using a time machine and came back to the past using the same time machine again. It's confirmed that the time machine in Dragon Ball works by warping time-space to travel through time. So essentially for it to work in the future, time-space must still be present. Finally, all the statements from the future Trunks arc, such as a battle that surpasses time or feeling that transcend time, refer to how they time travel, not to how their power literally surpasses time. The kanji for transcend and surpass can also be translated to crossing over and going over, and the alternative translations for these titles are going over time or we know that this is the context, as the episode title, which says feelings that transcend time, was about Trunks going to the past and meeting Mai there again. So it's not referring to power, it's not referring to how the power of the feelings surpassed time. It's referring to how Trunks crossed over to the past. So once again, the arguments that Dragon Ball fanboys provide are nothing short of pathetic and easy to deconstruct.